What's up everyone? A customer sent in these 1994 Jordan 3 white cements. You can see they're completely trashed. The pair is very dingy and crumbled. Let's see what we can do to bring them back. I'm going to be removing the laces and insoles to completely clean these out. This pair even came with a free sock. I'm removing the stitching on the soles to completely separate them and clean off all the crumbled midsole. The air units for these are surprisingly intact after 30 years. To get rid of the rest of the stuck midsole pieces, I'm going to be using a heat gun and a knife. Now that all the crumbled pieces are removed, I can start cleaning these. It's going to be a long process to get these fully cleaned up. Before I use the cleaning solution, I'm going to use a brush to clean off any dust and dirt that might make cleaning these more difficult. I ended up having to do multiple cleaning sessions off camera to get these where I wanted. When drying the pair, I'm using a method called the tissue paper method. The paper towel pulls out any trapped in grime as they dry. This can take a few sessions. I have these replacement tabs from Jay Psychologist on Instagram and they match the original tabs perfectly. They match the aging of the pair nicely as well. The leather on the uppers are pretty scuffed up, so I made a paint color match for this specific pair. To get the uppers prepped for paint, I'm going to be sanding down the scuffs with progressively higher grit sandpaper. I'm going to be starting with 400 and going all the way up to 1500. I used leather filler on some of these deeper scratches as well. I removed the rest of the crumbled back tabs, and now I'm going to be doing a test fitment with the replacements. I'll be sanding the uppers with a Dremel so that the glue can adhere properly. Now that everything has been sanded, I'm going to be applying adhesion promoter to both surfaces. This helps make sure that the glue bonds a lot stronger. I'm using barge super stick cement to glue these. I applied a coat on each side, waited a couple hours, and then I heated up both sides and bonded them together. The original soles for these are pretty trashed, so I'm going to be using the newer replacements. To keep some of the original feel of the shoe, I'm going to swap out the Nike panel to the replacements. I'll be gluing the Nike panel on later on in the restoration. These replacement soles have the same color blocking as the original, but the white color is not the same. I'll be removing the paint and color matching it to the replacement tabs to go with the flow of the shoe. On some of the newer soles, the paint is stuck on very well and it's hard to remove. I'll be using PGR from Sneaker Doc to help with this. Now that the paint is removed, I'm going to sand off all the old glue with the Dremel. This is going to help with the fitment for the uppers as well when it comes time to glue them. With the paint removed and the midsole sanded, I can begin the repaint. As mentioned before, I made a paint match for this pair. I'm going to be doing the first couple layers of paint with the paintbrush, and then I'll finish them off using the airbrush. The repaint came out really nice. Now I can finish prepping the uppers for the reglue. I'm going to be using acetone and a heat gun to clean off all the old glue, and then I'll sand them down with a Dremel. I'm going to be using the same method I used to glue the tabs to glue the soles to the uppers. The final two steps to this restoration is going to be stitching the toe caps, and then I'll be gluing the Nike panel in place. I couldn't get a good video of stitching the soles, so I'm going to include an example video in the description below. And overall, this pair came back really nicely. It's hard to believe how bad this pair started off. Thank you for Noah for trusting me with this pair. Man, this was a crazy project. If you're interested in a restoration, message me on Instagram at samwithshoes or email me at samwithshoes@gmail.com. If you watched this video all the way to the end, thank you. I really appreciate it. I've got a lot more restoration videos coming soon.